Welcome back to another episode of Cloud Surfing. Just gonna be like just me episode this time. Just gonna be a solo cast. Just gonna be my voice, just me talking, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, that's exciting. Thanks, Jake. I didn't know we'd have this privilege." Well, the reason why it's just me this time is because this is kind of a trial run for. I'm running a video set here now to see if I can get the video running up on YouTube. They've really, oh my God, YouTube, man, they've really gotten really strict on monetizing and live streaming and all that stuff, which I get. I mean, there was a lot of problems with the monetizing reasons because a lot of parents were keeping their kids at home and making them review toys, and that was real. And so they have to make like rules and see if it's for kids, not for kids, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 watch hours to monetize. It's fucking nuts. So to try to get a little more subscription stuff going on YouTube, I'm going to add the video component instead of just having audio. That way people can see something too. That's why I have this nice background, as you can see, and I have my guest today is my cat Thunder. Thunder, welcome to the show. How are you? Oh, good. She's just looking at me like, dude, what are you talking about? In the background, I have the nice birchwood fireplace rolling. I don't have a fireplace. I just it's on Netflix. I streamed it to my TV. Turn the volume up so you can kind of hear it, and I can watch. It looks nice. It looks nice in pictures. One day I'll probably have a fireplace. We'll see. I can't be trusted that much, I guess, sometimes. We'll see if I ever can get a spouse to keep my shit together for me. We'll see what happens. This video is probably not going to be the best. It's probably just going to be, it's what I got, dude. I mean, I'm a fucking one-man show here. I'm producing it for myself, recording everything myself, editing it by myself. Everything's just me. So, bear with me in these beginning days of podcasting while we're still figuring everything out. I do have some friends that help me out along the way, getting me some tips, hints. Obviously, I've got someone made an anonymous donation. Thank you for doing that. I have a second microphone now over here and a stand and everything. That's awesome. Appreciate you. You're awesome. It's going to be really cool. This is getting big. Wait, it's like 600 something downloads per episode. It's getting big. It's pretty cool. This is only, 3 weeks in, and it's got hundreds of downloads. It's really cool. And I really, really appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me to get me out there like this. This is sweet. You guys are awesome. I guess, did you guys, I don't know if you guys saw this, the whole shooting that happened in LA today. God, man. That sucks. I'm just so tired of people getting shot and killed. I don't care what it's because of this, it's because of that. I mean, dude, I take positions on some stuff too, but I'm just really tired of people getting fucking shot and killed all the time. I'm really getting tired of people getting stabbed and killed. I'm really getting tired of people getting just screwed over. It's getting bad. And we need to stop doing this, boys and girls. We need to stop. And that's all I'm going to say about that. We'll go over to a nice story, a funnier story. There's a person that I read about. I was just reading a story. He was talking about how he, went to school for archaeology. He's like, I went to school, wanted to become an archaeologist, dude. That's my gig. And he's like, my family told me, no, not a whole lot of jobs out there in archaeology because there's really not. Do you go down to your local archaeologist? Probably, you don't. So it's not that common, so I can understand. And lo and behold, didn't find a job after college because, dude, it's hard enough to find a job after college with a degree that's worth something, let alone your archaeology degree. Oh, did you just say it's not worth anything? Kinda, yeah. Sorry. Not everyone needs an archaeology. There should be a few people, probably, but, does 48 people need one for one? No. That's just the way it is, alright? But he got a degree in archaeology, couldn't get a job, so what he did was he turned around, went back, and he applied to be a professor at the school, got it, and now he's teaching other people archaeology. So in his case, college is literally a pyramid scheme. Like in every sense of the word, it's a pyramid. I'm sorry for blowing out the microphone right there. It's my bad. I need to not do that. That's ridiculous. Are you serious? If you can't get a job after college, why are you going to go get a job to teach more people how to do something that there isn't jobs for? It's so selfish, man. That is a very selfish thing. But I mean, college, man. How many UND? The college I went to, UND. They're building tons of buildings all across the campus. They're taking down the old Union. It's gone. They're building a new one. They just built the Gorky. Just all spending all this money. Yet cutting classes, cutting per teachers. They cut the women's hockey program. They cut track and field, cut baseball, cut swimming and diving. They're cutting all this stuff, but building everywhere. I don't get it. What is a higher education institution? What is it? Is it for higher education, or is it to look good? Because it seems like it's to look good these days. I don't think they're really in it for anyone else but their own little pockets. There's so many administrators getting spread out, taking all that money, just money. That's what they're doing. That's why it's getting so expensive. What can you do, man, besides just sit here on the podcast and bitch about it? Not really. I'm not going to make this one too long, just because honestly I don't have that much to talk about either. I just really wanted to get this video, see how that's going. Just to give you guys kind of, a lot of people are asking me when, oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I'm just curious, like, why, I'm gonna have to edit all this out. Nah, fuck it, you can leave all that in. I had a brain fart right there. I just had, whatever. That's how that goes. I had someone just shoot me a text, and I've never had my phone on here while I'm doing this, but I'm trying to control that in here, and I just got sidetracked. So yeah, I apologize for this crappy podcast today. Anyway, what I was trying to say is I'm hoping that as time goes on, maybe this camera gets a little better, because I'm just using this GoPro that I've got with like a fish eye lens or whatever it's called. It'll work for now. It'll do the gig. It'll do the job. I think it'll possibly do what we need. I mean, people who stream on YouTube, a lot of the times it's people have YouTube Premium nowadays, so they can close their phone and put it in their pocket and their video still runs. So, I mean, people are still kind of using audio anyway, but there are people who like to look at it. And hopefully that'll get taken off. I'm going to start embedding these on my website, jakeridercomedy.com. And no, it's not like jakeridercomedy.wix.squarespace.website.everythingelse.com. No, it's just jakeridercomedy.com. It's my domain, and it's fucking cool that I have a website. You're going to have to just let me enjoy this for a little bit while I just go through it and just kind of be happy about what's going on. I think it's fucking cool. I'm pretty happy for the first time in a while. I haven't been this happy in a while. I genuinely have not felt this good in a long time. And I'm pretty happy about that. I think it's pretty cool. And it's going into winter. And genuinely, right around now, I'm usually concerned about, oh man, it's winter, it's sadness. I'm not worried this year. I've been feeling good about this year. I think things are starting to take off. I think things are going to get good. And I think I'm going to start reaping the fucking fields that I've been planting for the last couple of years. It's a lot of people. It's the stuff that I'm doing. It's not like I just sprang out of the ground and here we are. This has been a long time of working at this, and it's been years. I mean, people in comedy know in entertainment, when it's bad, it's fucking bad, dude. Like when there's no shows, when there's no bookers, when there's no jobs out there for you, and you're just trying to work some fucking job to get by. It's not good. I'm glad that I'm finally getting the fuck past that, because god damn it, that sucked. There's a silver lining out there for everybody. No matter what it is, there is a silver lining. This just happens to be my thing. I mean, since I was a kid, I've loved making YouTube videos, and you can check me out. I used to record. Remember, you guys? I don't know if you guys did this in your. I say remember, like all of the people in like California and shit. Like we all went to school together, but. I don't know if you guys did this, but we had these CO2 cars where we would build these little cars out of balsa wood, and then they would put a CO2 container in the back, and they would like pop it, and it would just trace it right down the lane. Cars just taking off, and you'd like race each other. And the secret was always whoever had the lightest car, but the teachers always were like, it's about aerodynamics, because the lesson of the day was aerodynamics, so they have to pretend like that's... But then he always builds himself some sweet fucking car that you could never beat. He's fucking Kermit's. That was my teacher's name, Mr. Kermit's. He was the shit. He built us a space shuttle. He fucking... That dude was awesome. I don't know what happened to him, but if you're listening, man, you were the shit. He literally built us a fake space shuttle, programmed it. He was on the phone with people, all just pushing to get it fixed and working, and he did it. And that dude was awesome. And that's how you be a teacher. Some of my classmates didn't like him because he wouldn't let them just do whatever the hell they wanted. So obviously they didn't like that, but I thought he was great. He would give us these CO2 cars, and I remember racing it one time, and man, I really don't remember where I was going with the story, but I was talking about the CO2 cars and Kermit's middle school. I don't know. I don't remember why I was bringing up the CO2 car. Fuck. This is one of the side effects, man. The old CBD and the old THC gets in your system and just scrambles up the old thoughts. It's okay. Yeah, I was talking about like being a kid making videos and stuff, but I would record our CO2 cars like racing, and I would post it, and like kids from the school would watch the videos, and the next day I'd get made fun of, and yeah. Oh man, but I had a good time. I remember the internet was so like young, and it was like the Wild West on that bitch. You could do whatever you fucking wanted. Like, I remember when you didn't even need to use Tor to get on the dark web. The internet was the dark web. Like, you could just go buy people on Google. You could just do whatever you wanted. It was crazy. I remember before schools knew how to put up firewalls. I mean, they always put up their firewalls, but I mean, how hard was it to get past those? Not very. So, I mean, when schools actually got educated about how to start blocking sites, but before that, when we would play I played this game where, there was a kid and I, in computer programming, we were supposed to be programming our own game, but we were playing an online game instead, and you had to like it was like the game Operation, but you had to transplant hearts and transplant all this stuff, and like it wasn't where you hit the side, it wasn't that. It was like you make a wrong cut, and then like the dude just dies or whatever. But of course we're in middle school, so we have to make way too much fun out of this. We're just stabbing the motherfucker. Like, it's just, yeah, it was bad. God, kids are ruthless, man. I'm surprised we're allowed to walk around like that without. It's crazy. Could you remember when we were kids and we would just like shit? We had fully functioning brains. We knew what we wanted. We were fucking little conspiring, mischievous little shits. And then we grow up and we look at kids and we're like, oh my god, they're still learning. No. I'm telling you, man, these kids know shit. They aren't fucking around, especially with the internet these days. I don't remember. Again, I don't know what my point is with that. I'm just kind of rambling at this point, so I'll wrap it up here soon. Just so you guys know where I'm at nights, Monday, I'm usually at Acme Comedy Club, or I shoot across town to like Blarney's. It's a college pub, and I'm rarely there. I go there sometimes, but I'm not too into the college scenes right now. Those fucking kids with their jokes. And then I made social justice warrior joke this. It's just whatever. I don't need to be like that scene. If I could put that scene into person, that is the physical location of Facebook. That's where your newsfeed goes to talk. Like, that's, oh my god. If I wanted that, I would go online. So I don't go there very often. But I didn't mean to shit on them so hard right there. But it's a good like bar, and the pub is great. The food tastes amazing. But I'm just not into that type of like criticism of comedy. You know, if I make a joke, I don't want to hear about it I don't want to hear about it. You should fucking laugh, don't laugh, and move on with your life. Just do whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck. But if you come up to me after the show and you're going to be like, oh my god, that joke actually about abortion. Like, listen, I made a joke saying that you shouldn't listen to Baby Bash if you bring your chick for an abortion. That's funny. Fuck you. That's funny. If you don't think that's funny, fuck you. That's a funny joke. Baby Bash is an artist. Abortions are about taking babies out of people. That is funny. Whether you agree with abortions or not, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about my own opinion on that. I just thought that was pretty funny, and I think you should find it funny too. And if you don't, I don't You don't have to find it funny, I guess, but you don't have to come up and talk to me after the show about how I'm offensive. It's a comedy show. Of course it's offensive. It's the fucking point. God. Remember when you used to be able to just do comedy without all this, like, side conversation to try to convince people that it's okay to be a comedian? Jeez. It's alright. There's people talk, man. People talk, but I've never met them, you know? There's a lot of the times you get people who shit talk on the internet, but it's just, you never really meet them because they're only that tough behind the keyboard. They aren't really that tough in front of you. But let's get back on track there. Monday, Acme Comedy Club, Minneapolis. Tuesday, House of Comedy in Bloomington at the fucking, what is that shit? Mall of America. How did I forget the name of the Mall of America? Oh, God. Wednesday is at, what is that? I can't think of that place either. I'll just skip Wednesday for now. Thursday is at this place called Sisyphus Brewing I'm usually at. Or I'll just, if there's like another bar, pub, or something like I'm going to, I'll just update the day up. But that's usually where I go, Sisyphus. It's a great place. Fridays, generally, there's a place called the Comedy Corner. I love to go there. It's where I love to pop in on, so you'll usually see me there on a Friday night. Saturday or Sunday, that's always variable. This Saturday is going to be awesome. I've got a friend coming on. He was, well, I shouldn't say was, once a Marine, always a Marine. He is a Marine, and he knows everything about everything when it comes to, not really everything, because no one can, but he knows a lot about computers, man, and he's pretty fucking dope. He'll be on Saturday at right around 2 o'clock. I'll probably end up pre-recording it again, and then so I can edit out the bad parts if there's anything like, when it comes to guests, I like to do, I know that a lot of people are asking to go live and shit, and I think live would be cool, but sometimes I have guests, like, some of the people, how can I say this? Because I'm already reaching out down the road in the future, but sometimes people are kind of skeptical or hesitant to be on the podcast just because of their job involves like classified this or can't talk about that or can't do this. So if something were to slip, I don't want that to slip on live, where it would maybe make someone think they shouldn't come on a podcast because they don't want to let something slip. I don't want that. So sometimes, especially with things like this, I'll probably go live eventually, more with a friend or a comedian or somewhere we can just fuck around and it's just whatever. Something like this where I'm just trying the video, but we can just try the live. You know what I mean? So maybe that. I kind of want to explain too how the ads work too. When it comes to a solo cast like this where it's just me talking, I'll put the fucking mid-rolls in because who cares? I mean, I don't. If you don't like the mid rolls, I can take them out of these ones too. I will not put mid roll advertisements in when I have a guest on. Absolutely not. I think that just completely throws off the conversation. I don't like that. I think it kind of gets people to forget what we were talking about. It's just, I don't like that. So I don't think it's very respectful either to do that to a guest. So I'm gonna go ahead and just not do mid rolls. Which are advertisements that run during the show. I'm not going to do that with a guest. When it's a solo cast, I'm probably going to do it because I'm broke as fuck, and that's revenue. So just live with that. Please, I don't mean live with that. Just I appreciate you listening. I just really wanted to kind of get that out as to why there's some mid-rolls and why there's some not. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Appreciate, again, you guys listening. If you guys didn't know why I called it, I don't know if I ever explained why I call it cloud surfing, but as a pilot, I'm a private pilot, which is really cool. You just get in an airplane, take off, do what you want to do, within restrictions, obviously. All my pilot friends right now are losing their fucking minds from me saying that, but for the general aspect of things, it's just kind of, you don't get paid to fly. I'm not a fucking commercial jet line or nothing. It's just a little, And when you pop above the clouds and you can just whiff in and out of the top layers and just, it's relaxing. It's the same thing as when I'm sitting here just yapping away and talking to friends and just having a good time. It feels like that. Like the bills don't matter. Everything else outside of this doesn't matter right now. This is my focus. This is my priority. And especially when I have a friend on and I can sit and have a nice conversation with someone, and especially knowing that there's other people who are going to benefit from that, that's awesome to me. I think that's beautiful. So that's where I'm going with this. Trust me, if you guys want to be on the show, I would love to have you on here. This is not like a fucking executive place, so you don't have to, I've had plenty of people reach out. I've reached out to plenty of people. If you want to be on, please reach out to me. You definitely can't be on if you're going to be a dick. We're just going to say that right out loud. I mean, I'm kind of a dick sometimes. What I mean by being a dick is that if let's say down the road, I've got 2 people scheduled for one of these podcasts where they don't agree with each other on a couple things. But on this show, they will treat each other with respect. We will have a decent conversation, and we will do it properly. So that's what I mean. If you can't handle a civil conversation, especially when something you can't agree on with something else, and I can't have you. I can't have you on the show. That's not personal in that aspect. That's just I can't. That's not who I'm trying. That's not what I'm trying to promote out here. I'm trying to promote a healthier conversation, a healthier lifestyle, and just an overall better sense of living is what I'm trying to promote. So, if you feel that you have something to share that other people would benefit from, by all means, I would love to get you on this show. All you have to do, if you have my number, I'm definitely not giving it out anymore. No, this is getting bigger, but if you have my number already, just shoot me a text. If you're on my social media, just fucking DM me or tag me or whatever, the fucking @ logo, my name, which is Jake Ryder Comedy, and that's it on every social media. Or my email, jakerydercomedy@gmail.com. You can hit me up there. But either way, man, I love human beings. I think everyone's got a pretty awesome story. Just me growing up with how many siblings that I had growing up, I took on more of I have a kind of a gene turns on when you become a parent that makes you think of people differently, I feel like, because the more I'm around other people without kids, the more I realize we are not even close to the same person. But the more I'm around people who do have kids, I'm like, oh yeah, dude, this guy and I, we're getting along just fine. So for me, I feel like I have this weird, just from having so many younger siblings, this genuine loving aspect of me that I want other people to do well in life, and I want other people to have success, and I want them to be happy. I don't want that. Competition's good, but undercutting someone and trying to do it in a negative way towards someone else to get you, it's kind of like this. Now, imagine you're on a ladder and you're both stepping up the rung, up, up, up. Now, why would you? The goal is to get to the roof. So why would you spend your time cutting someone else's ladder instead of just climbing your own ladder? I don't get it. I don't get that. And that just seems to be what is human nature before people have kids. And then people have kids and they're like, oh, wait, there's other shit that matters. That's not important. We need to care about other people. And I think that's kind of all these fucking kids and these young people. And that's, teenagers genuinely don't change. They don't. We just all get older. And technology changes, but the kids don't change, man. They're just, the kids are the fucking kids. The adults change, and the way we parent changes, and the way that we go about our society will always change, but kids really just don't change. They're just little shits. That's what they do. That's their job. That's what they do. All right, with that, I'm going to wrap this up. Again, you can catch me tomorrow night at the Comedy Corner. I'm probably not going to make it out to tonight to Sisyphus because it is currently 7:15 p.m. and I am still recording this podcast. So I don't think I'm going to make it there. That's fine. I got out of work late today. But either way, hope everyone has themselves a great day. And thank you very much for listening. If you are watching this, let me know how the video was. If it was good, be like, it was good, because I want to know if it was good. I mean, people are definitely going to let me know if it was bad. That's going to happen. But if it was good, let me know too. And don't just brown nose me either. Just genuinely let me know your thoughts. Feedback is always good. All right. Thank you very much. My name again, Jake Ryder. You can look me up, Jake Ryder Comedy, on any social media. JakeRyderComedy@gmail.com. Thanks.